everybody, today we're doing Tokyo Ghoul on TryHackMe. We're going to go on task 2 first of all and see what it says. So it says scan all ports. So I've already done that and we can see we have 3 ports open, which is this question answered and what OS has been used. If we scroll up a little bit down, we should be able to see Ubuntu, where it says on port 22 it shows that it is an Ubuntu machine being run. If we go to task 3 as well, we'll be able to see, did you find a note that the other ghouls gave you? So if we just go to the web server first of all, and if we just look at the page source, we can see it's just talking about Tokyo Ghoul the anime, and that's not really any interest to us. But if you look here, it says something about JSON and FTP Anonymous. Well, Anonymous and FTP, which is a good hint that the FTP server we saw earlier allows Anonymous login. So if we click Control U, look, don't tell Jason, but we will help you escape. Here's some clothes to look like us, and I'm asked to look anonymous and go to FTP room right now, and you'll find a friend who will help you. So this is the first note that they gave us, and if we go to FTP Anonymous, and if I get the IP address from the top, I'll grab the IP and go down. So it says FTP Anonymous, which will allow us to log in without a password. So press enter, we do ls, we can see that we get a directory that says need help. With CTFs I like to do ls.la just in case I've got anything hidden. And we can see we get the first thing we should download, and we got that file, and now we're gonna go to we can see D here, so this tells us the directory. So if we go to the directory and we do ls again, we can see we get 2 files. I'm gonna do mget star, which means it's gonna get everything without me doing as much work. So if I just exit out of here, we can see we got 3 files, and if we cut this out, we can see you say something about we need to defeat Jason and something to do with the anime. I haven't really seen Tokyo Ghoul, I haven't watched it in a long time, so I can't really remember any of the story. So if we cut need to talk, we can see that we have some like binary. I don't know if it's like a C++ binary or a Python binary, but we can see it talks about a passphrase. So we could activate this by doing change mod plus X to make this executable, since it is a binary. And we could also have a look at this image. And if we have a look at it, it's just a image of the anime, I guess. I haven't really watched Tokyo Ghoul, so I don't really know what showing about. So if we do steg hide, steg hide. And if you do extract and SF, extract, this will tell you to extract, well, data from a image file. And SF is specifying the file. And we can see we need a passphrase. So we can do need to talk, but we can be a bit smart. Firstly, we can just do strings and see what it has. And we can see that it has some, and it talks about a password here. And if you keep scrolling up, we should be able to find something. And it says you found H, and you can see it has a name here above the text phrase. So if we just grab this phrase, this took me a little bit as I had to dig around. I originally used this, and this was not what they were looking for. It was this, and I guess I found out later that this is the name of one of the characters on Tokyo Ghoul. And if we load this up, you can see it's talking to us that it wants to finally talk. And before I can talk and give you whatever this is, you need to give me a passphrase. So give him the passphrase, and we can see that we have given the right passphrase, and this is what you looked for. And we can see that this is the key, and we use steg hide to get to the tool. So if we cut, let's see. So we got the phrase here. I think it's you found it, might be the passphrase. So if we do steg hide again, and if you put in the phrase, so that was the phrase. So if we do cat you got me.txt, we can see we get some Morse code. So if we grab the Morse code, the reason I know this is Morse code because I've seen Morse code before. What you could do, you could ask ChatGPT, or you could go to Cypher identifier and identify the hash. Well, the cipher. Since I know it's Morse code just by looking at it, it looks like Morse code to me. We can just go to Cybersecurity. The only way I know things about that, if you're truly confused about it, is just ask ChatGPT or just go to any Cypher identifier website. One thing I really don't like about Cybersecurity is that it takes ages to load up, which is a bit annoying. We could also use magic and see if magic does anything. And we can see, yeah, magic shows that it is Morse code. And we can see it decoded it all as well, magic, which is good. So that's the whole, like, most of the work done for us through using Cybersecurity, and it's a really good tool to use. So if we just grab that, we can see that's the message. So it pretty much wants us to go to this directory on the website. So if we go to the directory, so I'm gonna need to grab this. So if I just copy this and put it in, we should be able to get into the website. So we can see scan me, scan all my ideas. So scan me is a good hint that it wants us to use GoBuster. So if we do GoBuster and just scan it, because that's the only thing I could think about when it talks about scanning. And if we just let this scan for a bit, we can have a look at it. Pretty much shows nothing from behind, it's just the GIF. What I did first time as well, I used stake hide on all the GIFs and I couldn't get anything out of any of them other than the first one. So when it's a CTF machine, it's always a good idea to check for like sneaky things like hidden text that's white, or like any stereography in images. And we can see that we got claim. Originally, on my first time doing the room, I let this run fully, but since I know this is the only domain that we'll find, we can see that you are here. You can make the decision. Do you really want my power? Will you accept? Will you accept yourself as a ghoul? So this is about the main character, I guess, of Tokyo Ghoul. So we can see here, this looks like LFI straight away. You can this got my eye straight away, and if we click yes, we can see that this does look like LFI. We could check quickly by doing a basic directory. So if we do etc password, we can see no, silly, don't do that. So this is a great hint that this might be, we might be in the right track. I don't have seclist installed, so if I go to cd user share word list and seclist, you can see I don't have seclists installed at all, so I don't really have any of the right word list for LFI. So if I just type in LFI word list, we should be able to find something on GitHub. So this is the one I used originally, and this one was really good. We could also go to this one here, but I'm gonna use this payload. So if I download this, first of all, I'll just download this, and I'm gonna do ls again, and we can see we got LFI payloads. I don't like the way it's formatted as well, which I find a bit awkward. You can see here I need a little slash, and that's just really annoying. So if I just do lfi.txt, I can spell it wrong, but it doesn't matter. So if we do for fuff, and if we do user, well, W for word list, and if we go to home, hacker, for me, just towards your home directory, and if you go to downloads, and if we do LF, well, LIF, I guess, the way I spell it. So if we do U for the URL, and we grab the URL, so let's copy this URL and put it in the terminal, and we wanna change the part where we can see where it says view. This is where we want to start fuzzing. So if we do fuzz, and if we can see we're getting a lot of 40s. So if we do filter words 40, and we can see we found something here. So if we grab, actually something slightly better. So if we grab this, we may be able to get something. So let's just see. It found us a bunch of things straight away. We want to see if this works. So we can see this does not work. So we may need to do some more. So we did filter words. Let's filter by word. Yeah, actually we filtered by size. Actually we filtered by size instead of filtering by word. That's a pretty stupid mistake on my part. So if you filter by size again, we'll see what we'll get. So let's just see if this is right again. The thing with for fuff, it can take you a little while to set it up right, which is a bit annoying. So we filtered by size. We'll need to filter by words this time if this does not work, so we can see if we are on the right track. Yeah, still says don't do that, silly. So we'll need to filter by words by 42. So if you do filter words filter words 42. Let's try this again. We can see that it's given us slightly less this time, and it seems like we may be able to get something this time. So if we grab the first one that it returned, and let's just put that in, we put it in the URL and we'll see what we get. And we can see straight away that we get something. So this is taking a little bit to load, but if I zoom in straight away, we can see that we get the hash. So to me this looks like a hash. So I might grab the whole hash and put it in. So let's have a look, see if I can do this properly. So if we look at FTP, so this is the X, this is the hash, and I'm guessing this is all the hash, and this is what we'll need. So we can grab this. If I copy it properly, we can see right here the X, and you can see two numbers here, and we can see those triple slashes for whatever reason. So to me this looks like the hash, because there's normally an X here, and strangely enough this should only be in Cetra shadow file, but it's on etc password strangely enough, which we can access. And if we go back to the room quickly, we can answer some questions. We can see what it says, and can you find the weakness in the dark? We already have. And can you crack it? So let's crack the password. And what's the username for the user? And if we go back here, we can see the user is right here, username. And let me save this as hash.txt, and let's put the hash in. And say if you don't know what the, if we do, I think we'll do hashcat dash help, and if we do, I think it's 256. If we do grep 256, I think it will show us, it should show us 118 or whatever, or if it doesn't, and say if we just don't know what this hash is, we might ask ChatGPT. We can just go to ChatGPT, what is this hash? Or we can just type it in Google and it may show us what hash it is. But I'm pretty sure by memory it's hashcat, and if I do -m, I think it's 1800, if I'm not wrong. Or actually, let's just put, no, I think it might just find it on its own, so let's just leave it like that. And if hashcat is smart, it might find it. We can see it automatically found it as 1008. 1800. As you don't really need to specify a hash number, sometimes it can find it on its own. We can see right now it's 180, and it was hash 52. The reason why it isn't showing me the hash as well, if you're a bit confused, is because I've run this before and it just saved it into my pot file. But if you just let this run in, leave this running for a bit, we can see that it would find you the hash after a while, and we can see you get the password 123. So we got password 123. So that's one of the passwords we got. So we got a username and password combination, SSH into the machine. So let me get the user, put the username in, and the password, well, the IP address should be at the top here. So I'm going to put the IP in, and it's password 123 for the user. So if you put yes and we put password 123, we should be able to get somewhere, and we're in. We can cat user.txt to get the user flag, and if you scroll down again, we can see that's the user flag we put in. Now all we need to do is root. Since we can run sudo -l, we can see what we can run. We can run jail.py. So if we cat jail.py, we can see that it's using a whitelist, I'm guessing. Well, a blacklist, I guess. So these names are blacklisted, and it won't let you do them. And first of all, I got confused with the word jail and Python, so it got me thinking about jailbreaks. For one of the things that I just started to think about, jailbreaks. So I'm going to close all these terminals as I don't need them open anymore. And if we type in Python free jailbreaks, as that's just what it made me think about, jailbreaks. And we can see, you can click on this link first of all, Python free jailbreak escapes, and we can see if it's anything that could help us. And if we scroll down, we can see it's just showing us nothing really that interesting. So if you do jailbreak cheat sheet or whatever, so if you do cheat sheet, and we'll see we get something from Exploit Notes, which is a really good, like, reputable, like, website that you can use. It's a good resource, Exploit Notes. So you go to Exploit Nodes, we should be able to see. So we could look up here, and strangely enough, this is pretty similar to this. This is pretty similar to the room. I just stumbled upon it online. I don't know if this was based off of this here and just changed to, to this room, but we can see we get some payloads right here. So we can see some Python jailbreak escapes. Instead of cat and etc. shadow, we could cat etc. host. So just notice that right now that this room looks very similar to that POC that we saw. So if we just copy this, I changed it to root/root.txt. So if I actually let me cancel that. Luckily, we have a good terminal, so I can just run things properly without worrying about if it's not going to work. So if I do sudo, let's just copy this all. So if you can run this as root, let's see if you can jailbreak out of it. And we read root.txt, and we can. So this is this room done. It's just a basic, pretty much just teaching us about, like, exploiting Python and escaping, like, I guess it's a blacklist, was it, where we were escaping.